Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fayette County TV, Channel 77, for the Stellar Show with myself, Ken Philibom, along with Stellar Collectible Shop owner Victor Mullick. And I can't forget the Duke. Victor, where are we at? What are the hours?
We're here at the Uniontown Mall, where Monday through Sunday it's open from 10 in the morning to 7 at night, and on Sunday it's 11 to 5.
All right. Hey, let's jump in before we jump into our feedback hate mail segment. Malloy's Paving, 724-277-8037. Also, 724-323-4179. It's getting to be that time of year, folks. He's getting booked up. So if you have some stuff that needs done, get a hold of him. So that being said, the card show happened on February 10th. We're filming this February 8th, so kind of work with us, folks. At
this point, we have Bryce set aside 5 extra packs for somebody who comes in late. So there will be 5, but as of right now, don't come up to the store to buy packs because the bags have to be built ahead of time. But he is setting aside 5 just in case the president or someone important like that comes, or if Duke wants one at the last minute. So there will be 5 that'll be available the day of. But as of right now, we have almost 60 kids available.
Dog Ears, he's like 100, so it's under 16.
Plus, we're letting him in for free anyway.
But the Pack Attack will be streamed on Facebook Live on the Stellar Facebook page, so go check that out. Also, Fayette County TV on the YouTube page, we're going to upload it on there at some point. So that being said, while you're on Fayette County TV, there's going to be an event dropping on there where a virtual tour of the Fayette County Prison was done, the new prison that is. So check that out. There's some other great programming like Man on the Street, Rise Wrestling, and obviously our show. So that being said, any feedback?
I tell you, you have a lot of people on your side, and a lot of people are sick of me with the Swifty thing already. So today I'm going to reserve myself just a little bit and wait for them to win the game. Then we'll talk later.
Well, then I take it you don't want those?
Yes, I do.
All right.
These are the cards that we talked about last week. They're here at the store. So come up and get them, all you little Swifty fans.
All right. Well, and your big ones. Well, it's more about his man crush on Travis Kelce. Let's be honest here. So that being said, so I just got a few ones. One of my, professional observers, Ken, don't chew food while you're reading an advertisement.
They gave me crap about chewing bubble gum. I think we're fine.
Well, that's true. We owe him a free one then, I guess. And then also, my buddy Dean from the Steelers. I took it easy on you this time. Doesn't mean I ain't going to in the future. Yes, I refrained from saying his last name because I didn't want to mess it up and ruin that contact. But speaking of, you know what? There was one other one too. I'm sorry. My buddy, I assume is one of my fans. I don't know. I assume it was the same MO as last week. It was a Ken doll again, but this time the head was missing. So I'm trying to figure that one out. Stay tuned, I guess.
If you were just a Swifty.
You know what? It might come now. So you know what? We're going to jump right into the actual mail day. So I mentioned Dean. This is from the Steelers. Let's see what we got here. You know what? I plugged their site, and look, they just randomly put things on there. This popped up.
What is the site?
Pittsburgh Steelers, the Steelers main site. Just get on there. And when you get
that's Steelers.com?
PittsburghSteelers.com. If you just,
it's
you'll
not
find
Steelers.com.
No.
The full Pittsburgh
Steelers. Or Google them both. But anyway, the site that has their merchandise, just type in game used in the search, or even just go on memorabilia. You'll find all this stuff. But I come across this, and I was kind of disappointed in Dean. I hope you see this, because I would have bought this and you wouldn't have had to list it. So this is a practice jersey of a wide receiver that was in camp in 2019. Has some local lineage. His father was a Hall of Fame baseball player. His grandfather is a legend also. They're both from Denora, PA. He would have been born probably in Seattle. This is Trey Griffey Jr.'s son's practice jersey. So this is my buddy Steve Russell, if he was still alive, would have really appreciated this. Rest in peace, Steve. But this was something I needed for my collection. And like I said, Dean, if you're watching, you should have messaged me directly, because I could have saved you some time and you wouldn't have had to list that. Now we're going to have some fun with the next one here. So we're going to make this one a little educational. So, okay. Might have you beat. So what we got going on here, we touched on, and at some point we are going to do a serious deep dive on eBay. So that being said, sometimes people will list things not knowing what they have or not knowing what's inside of what they have. So we're just going to...
Franco Harris last week was a prime example of that. The price on that card was obscene.
So this here is a
Wow.
WWF magazine featuring Dude Love. Anybody familiar with the significance of this magazine?
Well, the first thing I know as a collector is there's no mailer on it.
That's cool.
This is a ridiculous thing that the House of Representatives in Pennsylvania, this is just backstory and information. If it comes this way, this is considered a newsstand issue. There's no tax ever to be put on the newsstand issue. If it has a mailer on it, you have to charge taxes. So any of these that I would have and sell in the store, they have to be taxed. Our Congress actually debated this on the floor. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, right.
But continue on. I'm sorry, but that's just a little piece of information.
That was good, but it's not quite what I was fishing for. So my one buddy, Tommy Phillips, who's a big Packer fan, like a wild animal, him and I have had this conversation many times in the past. We're at card shows, eBay, whatever, and we bought Super Bowl programs, old bowl game programs. There's been multiple times in the past where I bought a Super Bowl program for $5 or $10 at a card show, and then I open it up and there's ticket stubs inside. And no joke, I've gotten like 300. Yeah, there was that one. We'll show that later down the road once I get it back to the vault. But so like I pulled these Super Bowl ticket stubs out, and a Super Bowl ticket stub before 1990 raw is like $300 on a bad day. So we're gonna go inside this magazine. Does anything stand out?
You got the cards in there.
Oh yeah, but anything specifically or particular stand out?
On this page?
Yep. You just want me to give it to you?
Give me 1 sec. There's a big crease down the middle.
Yeah, but that's going to happen. But it's still surprisingly does not affect the value here.
I'm going to say that's an Undertaker rookie in the middle.
No, you were close. That is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's rookie card. So
good picture of it.
With mailing, I have less than $15 into this. This card pulled out of the sheet. I saw one recently sell for $46. Sometimes flipping is that easy if you know what you're looking for, but you can get burned though too. So you really got to be thorough with this stuff. Now also with that,
if I can interject
absolutely.
For just a second. There is a magazine. This is fantastic, and I didn't know wrestling had cards in it, so that's something.
So they
on
and off throughout the years.
But Sports Illustrated for Kids, a magazine that most of you parents will find in your dentist's office. They have cards inside of them in the same way, and Tiger Woods' rookie card in there at $1,200 for the Tiger Woods. I sold at one time a Tony Hawk, the skateboarder, for $120. The way that you would want to sell these is to just basically destroy the magazine, take the staples out. At some point, I'll get into that with you guys, but then just mail the entire page. This way, it's someone else's problem on how to cut this. Getting these cut to where you can grade them is an extremely difficult thing to do, but just send them the whole page, lose the other 8 cards on the page, keep the page intact.
No, good call on that.
Yeah.
Now, especially with The Rock right now, he's back. It looks like WrestleMania. He's going up against Roman Reigns. Mm-hmm. That's one of your guys, isn't it?
I like Baywatch, so I can go back and forth on that.
I thought you were a tribal chief guy. There you go.
I am, but
yeah, he was trying to hide
this is a tough one.
But you know what? When that WrestleMania comes up, so the thing with, The Rock and Roman Reigns. So yeah, he might be the tribal chief, but as it's been documented, especially at the Mount Pleasant Firemen's Club, the tribal chief, Mike Ruskowski will vouch for this because he knows from experience, always bows to the high chief. And if you follow The Rock's lineage, he would be the high chief. So I'm telling you, we're just laying it out there. Whatever you want to lose that bet down the road. Anything you want to add on that?
We'll discuss that at another time.
All right, thank you.
The Rock's laying the smackdown.
If you missed 3 Redneck Tenors last season, you really missed out. We're bringing them back to the State Theater in Uniontown to give you another chance to catch this hilarious and talented trio. Join our 3 singing cousins as they stamp their way through Broadway's greatest hits. The 3 Redneck Tenors, March 1st at the State Theater in Uniontown. Tickets are available now at statetheater.info or by calling 724-439-1360.
All right, we're back here at the Stellar Show on Fayette County TV Channel 77 with myself, Victor, and the Duke. Friendly reminder, folks, let's help out these strays like Duke was at one point. Fayette Friends of Animals here in Fayette County. From Mount Pleasant, we got best buddies that do some great work. We got a cat committee and whatnot. So let's always got to get, we're helping out the animals as part of this show, so let's do our part. But Victor's got the big card show on February 10th, depending on when you see this. Speaking of that, Victor's going to show you, I had some people reach out to me, hey, I've never done a card show. How should I do it? What should I do? What not? Victor's actually going to show you, how and why things are set up the way they are. Good, Victor.
And one thing before I get started on the table and how to present it is, we still have the Kenny Pickett tickets that are in there for the towel that we're raffling off, and all those proceeds do go to not only Friends of Animals, but
football and some of the other groups we're helping out.
So stop up and get one of the tips. They're $5 a piece. Winner takes all. As soon as they're sold, we'll notify you that you won the Kenny Pickett towel. So now, people who come to a card show, this is what you should expect. To look at a table that looks similar to what I'm doing right here. The number one thing that as a seller you want to have is a case to protect your better cards. This is the part where you're telling the person as the customer, this is my best stuff, this is the stuff I want to protect. The one thing when guys do cases is the case has to tilt where Kenny can't grab the card.
Absolutely.
So when you have cards inside of here, there's two theories that normally happen. You have guys who put the price on the outside of the card. So you can see my little price gun says $65 for this card, or they'll put it on the back. The one reason they put it on the back is they want you to have interest and show interest before they lift the case
And you're
top
right, because a
up.
lot of times someone sees the price point and they don't care what it is.
Right by. So sometimes it's better. There are benefits both ways. Sometimes seeing the card this cheap will make you grab it instantly, where you might not look at this card as valuable. So when you see the price is the indicator. So you always want the case to open and protect you from them and your cards from them reaching around on it. This is another one of the ways that you can do that, is any kind of, this is an old ring case from, I believe, Sears. It has protection because you have to open it up. And you can spin this around. Utilize any of this stuff that you have around the house. Anything that will protect a card like that. So coming around, the one thing that I notice a lot of people do is, what you want to do is put big items that you'll notice are missing if someone tries to walk off with them, like jerseys. These are things people will want to buy, but you don't want to put your better cards on the outside. The smaller stuff is the easier things to pick off. So you want to keep those things where you have a shot.
I'm going to chime in real quick on that.
Yeah, go ahead.
What I have done the few times that I've done these over the years is I take a picture of everything with my phone, and then at the end of the show, okay, I sold this, this, and this. I look at my picture, and I'm like, ooh, I'm missing this, this, and this. So we unfortunately know why that's not there.
Yeah. So now another aspect of this is people will find binders, and I'm not opposed to bringing a binder full of cards to a show. People will flip through the binders. The problem is taking the cards out of the binders. My advice to everybody who brings a binder, don't just sell the one card, sell the entire page so you can unclip it from the book and just sell the whole thing. You'll do damage to the cards, or if you're the seller, try to sell the whole binder at one time. So have in your mind a price that you would accept for the whole binder. A lot of people want to just buy the whole thing at a good rate. If you give them the right price, they'll just buy the whole binder. The first thing that's going to happen is the 20 good cards in that binder are going to get picked off, and the binder's going to be worthless. So moving on down the line, you can always promote your show, or put that all prices are negotiable. Have a sign that says what kind of seller you are. With me, psych. So moving on. Again, this is another homemade variety of a card case. And in the front, you can of course promote yourself with signs. When you do a show at a mall, they normally give you a drape like this. This is where you can hide the other boxes of cards is underneath, because no one really knows what you have underneath there. Utilize this to protect yourself from thieves as well. So always promote yourself. In the middle here, this is the area that is most valuable to you, because everybody loves to come to the center of a table and look. So what you can do is put out individual cards that are priced. I have one here. Where's my price gun?
I don't see it.
Crud. Well, I have a price gun that puts the little yellow tabs on them. Price these up and put the most current and the most popular cards. This is where the Taylor Swift stuff would go. Problem with that is the sight line of someone, you don't see them and can put this card in their pocket. That's why this would be a bad thing. You would want to move these cards over a little bit more. What I've seen recently with card shows is this. People want to look through dime and quarter boxes.
Yep.
Have them a chair. They're going to stay here for a while. They get out of the way and they will just look through your boxes. Put a couple chairs out for people to get comfortable, sit down, and go through the
If
cards.
that's what you have for sale.
Yeah, if this is what you want to sell as a box of quarter dimes, just put the prices on the front just like I have them here. This is a whole, everything in this box is a quarter. This box is $1, $5 a card. Of course, something like this, you would have your better cards in. The way that works is it slides. And then you can use the tops of this for putting up things like bobbleheads that make you want to present this as you care. So coming down here towards the end, there's another book of binders. It's the same thing. See, when I'm around here, and let me get back to a point I want to make. When you do a card show, it's beneficial to have someone with you. Bring a kid with you. If you're an adult and you have a son, a daughter, have them sit there to see how hard it is to make money in this world and teach them what business is. And they're the best eyes you can have because they're watching, when you're dealing with someone over here, they're watching people over here.
Yeah.
Pay them a little bit of money, let them have the fun of selling a couple cards as well.
And I'm going to show you actually
Yeah, go ahead.
why you want to have extra eyes, extra hands, whatnot. Multiple reasons. Unfortunately, this is something that's common at a sports card show that I'm about to show you. Someone comes up, they put their bag down like this. Victor's not looking.
You hear them hitting the ground. They're just dropping them right into the bag.
Well, actually, or they would have like a towel or something under there so it's not making the noise. I've seen it and I've called it out and it got ugly for them. We'll leave it at that. Another thing too that's real common. So right now Victor's by himself. If you got people working together as a group, you're going to get 2 or 3 guys. You'll get 1 or 2 that's going to come up. Hey, I got this and I got this. Will you? And then another one's going to be coming and talking to him like that.
You know it's happening while it's happening. You know they're playing you to get me to look down at these cards while
exactly. While the other
I'm
two,
looking at these cards and they're going to try to sell me these cards.
the other two are doing this, just filling up whatever he's got, whatever he left.
And that's why
unattended.
it's incumbent to know.
That's why 2 sets of eyes, like you said.
When you're set up at a card show, what we try to do here at Uniontown is run a horseshoe this way and have a guy who's looking at my table while he's selling at his table. So you need to make friends with the community around you that you all watch each other. So that's one of the most important parts is there's nothing worse than a card thief. There's plenty of this stuff out there for everybody to own, make money on, and collect.
It's not
to steal it is just the worst.
It's not a
of the
necessity
worst.
though either.
Yeah.
Not that you should steal it all, but you're stealing baseball and football cards. It's ridiculous.
That's why have the people around you watching for your stuff as well as you're watching theirs. It's always good to triangulate eyes in the area to keep people from doing that right there. Now, on the other end, when people do come up like that, you want to have somewhat of an area, and this probably is the best area. If Ken comes up and does honestly want to sell cards, this is where you want to do it because you can do it on the glass in front without him having access anywhere else. So if I tried to do this over this box of cards, it's a messier area. You want to have it where it's here.
It's like you're like a desk almost, more or less. So.
Yeah, and there's no problems with selling some of the supplies on the front of your table as well. Or a lot of guys love to buy wax right now. This is a hobby box, mega box, blaster boxes, and cello packs.
Another thing I'd like to add is, like this here is like a small sampling of everything you have in your store. I know, like if you're just only got time, then maybe you're just bringing your card. You can only fit so much. Like Victor said, if I were some of you guys, I would maybe have, hey, this is my eBay page, this is my Facebook group, whatever. Promote that and just kind of bring a sampling of everything you got, just so that you're hopefully attracting people to those platforms.
That's what these things work really well until you try to tear them apart. This one just broke on me, but have signage all over to promote yourself. It's a wonderful place. Normally a card show, you'll see somewhere from 500 to 2,000 people. Those are all people that get fresh eyes on what you have and what you're capable of. Promote yourself.
All right. I think that's pretty good. Is there anything else you want to add?
No, just come to the card show at the Uniontown Mall on Saturday from 10 to 7.
Saturday, February 10th, that is. So if you see this after that, thank you for coming, or get us
Yeah.
the next time.
Women's action comes to Thursday Throwdown when the Siren Flora Loveless challenges the debuting Pagasa, and it's all on the line when Cowpoke Paul defends the Grand Championship against Alexander Charles VIII.
Welcome back to the Stellar Show. We're here live in the Uniontown Mall. I'm Victor Molick. This is Ken Philibom. The thing about Ken Philibom I'm wondering today is no jersey today?
Well,
why are you dressed like that?
Oh, well, this is my, as soon as I leave here, I'm meeting with the rest of the Mount Pleasant Junior Football Board. We're working on one of our fundraisers coming up. But you know what? I'm like a pinball this week. But no jersey this week. But you know what? Would you like to choose the jersey I wear next week?
I think I would.
Okay, well, you know what? I have a proposition
would.
for you. So if your Chiefs do as you claim they will and beat the 49ers, you can pick the jersey I wear.
And,
However, when Brock Purdy and the 49ers beat your Chiefs, I get to pick the jersey you wear. And so look, I got a safe face. I can't be seen wearing the jersey I know you would pick.
Yes,
when
I would.
When I go up 7 Saturdays next fall with Dan,
Sweet Caroline.
and I sit next to Derek and his wife Emily, I can't. There cannot be evidence of me wearing that out there, especially when we go to sing "Sweet Caroline." So I won't make you wear that jersey, and you won't make me wear it. But anything
as
but
long
that.
as I will wear any jersey that does not signify anything from that cuss word in the middle of the state of Ohio.
What I have in mind leaves them and another program out of this.
Okay. We
See-
have a deal?
Yes, sir.
Okay, as long as nothing from the middle of Ohio.
Thank you for
'Cause those
taking
are-
that bait. So that being said, the Super Bowl, like I said, this is being filmed before the Super Bowl. Where did you plan on watching it?
I'm probably going to end up watching it at home, but I'm going with Potter's Antipasto. Fries
go.
with cheese.
I
If you're
need-
in Uniontown, it's solid.
Absolutely. I need to go check Ginzer Valley Farms event calendar. If he has something going on for the Super Bowl, that's where I'll be. If not, I'll probably just be at home with Duke, scarfing on some nuggets, and he'll have the Puppy Bowl on. I'll have the Super Bowl on.
So what do you think, blowout, or do you think this is going to be a close game?
I'm telling you, I think Brock Purdy pulls it out. I think they beat him within 10, 49ers. I'm confident.
I don't see any way that Kansas City doesn't win this game. I don't see anyone on San Francisco that can stop Mahomes when he decides to run on 3rd and 25. There's just no way you're going to mirror him. You're going to put somebody on him. He's still going to beat you.
Like I said, I'm telling you.
The jersey will be my choice on you.
Brock Purdy took
And
that.
I'm predicting 35-21 Kansas City. You want to throw a number out there?
30,
just in case we get lucky.
Ballpark, I'm going to go San Francisco 37, Kansas City 24.
Okay. One last question before we end this. What's your opinion on the Steelers' new offensive coordinator?
Well, with what he's got to work with, God bless him.
Do you see Tannehill coming here?
That wouldn't be a bad move, but the one that they should go after as far as a quarterback, they need to get someone, if Kenny Pickett is the route they want to go and he's the future, they need to bring in someone that can mentor / not be a threat to him. I know some people will agree or disagree with that. What the name I'm about to drop, Joe Flacco.
Wow. I just couldn't see that happening.
But I think
Joe
personnel.
Flacco could mentor Mason Rudolph,
Well,
not Kenny Pickett. What do you think of trading the 2nd-round pick for Justin Fields?
I don't
You think
like
Chicago would be dumb enough to trade with Pittsburgh yet again after the Chase Claypool disaster?
it, especially when you involve a 2nd-round pick.
Yeah. If I'm Chicago, I'm not answering that phone.
Yeah, there's some bad karma there. This is going to be interesting. Chicago, they literally could control the first 10 picks of the draft with moves that they make.
We're going to get into that over the course of the next couple months. So keep tuned to Fayette TV and the
Fayette
Stellar
County
Show.
TV.
Fayette County TV
Come on,
and the
don't
Stellar
don't
Show.
get us canceled.
So that's wrap up.
Yes, sir. I got nothing else. Go check out these animal places we talked about, plus all the restaurants and the Beloy, and definitely
And again,
Fayette County TV.
Thanks again, Fayette County TV, for putting up with us.
Rise Wrestling is next.